Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun video. We're going to be making another Crafting Disney shirt, and we're going to make a shirt based on Cruella. We went and saw the movie. I loved it. It is probably one of the best Disney films I have seen live action in a while. So I was like, let's make a shirt. So what you're going to need for today's tutorial is your t-shirt, and I am using a black Tultex. Your vinyl, which I am using white Specialty Materials Thermoflex Plus and red Specialty Materials Glitterflex Ultra. Now, before we jump into the tutorial portion, I did want to let you know what our weekly wow sale is this week, and it is 30% off all puff. Now, I don't have the colors to show you because I'm recording this early because of the holiday. We'll be closed on Monday. But we have new neon colors and puff coming in. We're gonna do a tutorial over it Wednesday. So all puff is on sale for 30% off. So those will be added to the website soon. The sale ends on June the 6th at 12 a.m. Central Standard Time, just like normal. But if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, we'll go over how to make this. You can see I'm in Cricut Design Space. So the first thing I want to do is I want to click on the image category, which is on the left-hand side of the bar. Now, whenever you go to images, you can look up, search over 100,000 Cricut images. So I went and searched for Cruella because I just went and saw the movie. I loved it. So as you can see, there are several different image sets. I decided to purchase this set, so if you press info, you can go and see the whole image set. Now, this is the Disney villain set, and it's 24 separate images, and I think it was $14.99. I have Cricut access, so I paid 10% less, or you can purchase each individual image for $1.99. To me, it's better to buy a bunch of them all at once. So I'm going to select my Cruella image. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and bring her into Design Space. So I'm going to make it where you can see the purple outline. I'm going to select the file, and we're going to make it 8 inches. Now, one thing I do want to remind you whenever you are using images that are like Disney or Harry Potter, Star Wars, anything like that, you cannot use these images to sell. They are for personal use only. And that is the licensing agreement with Cricut. Okay, so this is what the image looks like right now. So I want to go ahead and select everything that I want to cut in white. I'm going to change that color to white because I don't want it to be a full color image. So I'm going to select all the image pieces that I also want in red. There we go. So the shirt is black, so now we have to simplify it. If we cut it like this, you can't layer over glitter, and since our red layer is glitter, you can't layer that. So I'm going to select first all of my white pieces and weld them together, okay? Now I'm going to select the red lips and the red earring and weld that together. Now I'm selecting the red and the white, and I'm going to slice because I need her to have lips. So I can delete the white lips behind it, okay? So if I get rid, as you can see, of the red lips, now it's just that, okay? Now I'm going to select the white layer and the black layer and slice. Okay? So you can see if I take and minimize the white layer, if I delete that solid piece, you can see where the black outline actually is. Perfect. That's what we want. So now I want to select that outline and the red layer and slice. There we go. So I can delete that inner portion of red. Hold on, that did the wrong thing. Let's undo that. Okay, let's minimize that. Okay. Let's make you where we see that. Okay. Now we can delete that layer. And that layer. So you can kind of see what we're working with. Okay. Now I'm going to take that red layer, select my lips, weld that together. Okay. There's the white layer and the red layer, and we can slice. There. Now you can see what's going to be white and what is going to be red. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and select my red lips and my red outline and weld. Now, one thing I'm going to do so it can make it a little bit easier for you to see, I'm going to go over here to my shapes menu and I'm going to choose the square just to be able to have something to place behind it. So now I'm going to arrange, send to the back. So as you can see, this is pretty much what it's going to look like on the shirt. Pretty simple. So now I'm going to go to my text menu and I'm going to type out my text. Now the font that I am using is Ruthless Wrecking, which is available on 1001 free fonts, just in case you're wondering. So it's a free font for personal use only. That might help if I spell design right. So there we go. There's our text. Now, I'm going to go ahead and minimize, hide that black outline just so we can play with our text a little bit so you can see how we're going to line this up. So there's my text, and as you can see, it's Ruthless Wrecking. I'm going to go ahead and ungroup it. I'm going to select the word evil and weld it together. The word buy, weld it together. And design. And weld it together. Okay? So that's kind of where we're at. Now I'm going to kind of play with the layout of the word evil. Now I chose this font because, as you know, Cruella is like a fashion designer. That's why she wanted to skin puppies. And I will tell you, we adored the new movie. I thought it was phenomenally done. Very, very good. So I was like, I need to make a Cruella shirt. But I love Disney villains anyway. I don't know how y'all are, but I love me some villains. Okay, so that's what you're kind of looking at. So you can see the size of the design, all that fun kind of stuff. Right now we're sitting at about 9.5 inches. I love everything about this. But because I want to make this less colors, I want to make my text white. So I'm going to select all 3 pieces of text and weld them together, and we're going to change the color of them to white. Now, to make it where we can see it, we're going to need to take and add an offset. So I'm going to select my text, go to my offset menu, and as you can see, that's at 0.97. Let's try that at 0.75. It doesn't need to be the biggest. There we go. I like that. I think that'll be a good size offset. And you can kind of see, okay, so that's with curved edges. I like it with curved edges. Let's apply that. There we go. Okay. So we like how that looks, correct? So now let's do some more slicing. This is kind of where it gets a little bit more complicated. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to take my white layer and the black and slice. Okay? Let's undo that. Okay. Let's take our white text and our black outline, and hold on, these need to be welded together. And then take our text there we go, and slice. Okay. Perfect. Now, we can kind of see what we're doing now. So that is our text. Let's hide that. Let's hide that, because we don't need that anymore. We've sliced that. Now I need to take both of these, weld them again. There we go. And we're gonna slice with the red. There we go. So we got lots of little pieces to get rid of, and we can get rid of the black layer. So let's go ahead and make that shown. There we go. So you can kind of see that's what it looks like. So I'm going to grab the bi part and the white. Now I'm going to show that white layer and that white layer. Now she's ready to go. So I'm going to take my two white pieces and we're going to weld those together. And now she's ready to cut. That's exactly what she looks like. That's simple. So now I'm going to click on Make It. And I want to go ahead and mirror my image. There we go. And mirror. We're going to go ahead and click Continue. There we go. And it may take a moment for it to catch up. So the red is going to be in glitter, so I'm going to choose glitter iron on for that. And the white is in regular Thermoflex Plus, so we're going to use that. But if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, we will go over everything we just did. So as you can see, I have my shirt laid out on my heat press. I have the collar pulled off and the sleeves off to the side. So I'm gonna grab my t-shirt guide. Now, as you can see, this is a 16-inch t-shirt guide because I have a 16 by 20-inch press. So we're gonna lay that out. I've already weeded this because time preferences. So here's my white layer. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold that in half with the sticky side facing out and give myself a little crease mark. Now I'm going to line that up with the center mark on there, and there we go. Now, I'm gonna take my Teflon sheet, and my heat press is preheated to 330 degrees, which is pretty standard across the board for most HTVs. Now, that's not gonna be the same for everything, but I do try to give you instructions as we go. So, since this is multiple colors, I'm not gonna heat it for the full 15 seconds. I'm only heating it for about 10. So, there we go. Remove the clear plastic layer. I love how this looks. I think that this is so cute. Now I'm going to grab my red glitter layer. Pretty easy to do. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna line up my lips. There we go. So as you can see, it's very simple. You know, it's like putting together a puzzle. Now again, I'm gonna cover and heat. There we go, for about 15 seconds because this is the final layer. And I have a lot of people who ask me about my heat press. This is a Hotronix Air Fusion. This is a commercial grade heat press. So now I'm gonna remove the Teflon sheet, remove the clear plastic layer. Doesn't that look so cute? Now I'm gonna cover one more time. This is something I always like to do, is to recover and reheat just to make sure everything is adhered well. And then it's pretty much done. I mean, it's as simple as that. There we go. So isn't that so cute? If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I guess that's it. So we shall see y'all later. Bye.